What's up guys, Jay Joseph here, and today we are going to be reviewing the DC Metric.
Not gonna lie, this color, love it.
Now this is a brand new shoe from DC. This is a cup sole shoe made by DC, and it actually holds true to taking the impact that it is supposed to do. Now this shoe is made of about 65 to 70% suede, with the rest of the upper material being made of this fortified mesh. Now this fortified mesh did confuse me in the beginning, but when I actually held this shoe and tried it out and like ran my hand against the mesh, it actually feels like it will fight off the grip tape a lot longer than most shoes with mesh in these same places. I've been skating this shoe for a solid 3 weeks and some change. The mesh does its job. I still don't really like the look of where the mesh is at just because it concerns me as a skater, but the mesh actually does hold up to the amount of skateboarding that I do, and I found that it was actually pretty helpful. There's one thing that DC does claim. They claim that the mesh will help make the shoe 90% more breathable. I don't know if that's a really true claim. I would say maybe 50% more breathable. I still felt hot in this shoe whenever I was skating in it, but maybe it's because I live in Arizona and the heat is serious when it's being on your feet. But I do know that it's doing its job because this shoe, it's not really smelly for after 3 weeks worth of skating or more. So yeah, it's doing its job. Cool thing, and the most important thing about this shoe is the impact protection. The midsole is like the super squishy impact protective foam that's put throughout the middle of the shoe to kind of help stop any type of shock that you would feel before you hit the sole of the shoe and actually feel the ground. So I found that this midsole foam impact technology that DC is using to be super helpful, and then the sole itself is actually a pretty solid sole, and then on top of that they threw in this AGL insole, which I personally don't think really does anything for you. I will say that with the combination of the insole, midsole, and sole, that is a pretty impact protective shoe, and I would say that is the closest shoe to the Joslin's. Things I really didn't like about this shoe was actually the shape of the shoe. After a while of skating it, I realized that I wasn't really too keen on the way the shoe looked. If I feel like the shoe itself still looks cool, if the colorway still looks cool, I stay in the shoe longer, because if something looks good and I feel good in it, then I tend to skate better and I tend to enjoy, just being in the shoe. While taking impact, I noticed that sometimes when I would miss the board, and I would just shift forward just a little bit in the shoe. And this shoe is a true size fit, mind you. It was something that I was getting to a point where it was bothering like my big toe and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if this shoe is kind of slanted in a sense, or if the shoe just, for me, I'm just sliding in the shoe because of the insole or something. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate the shoe at 8 because it did really, really good on impact for being a cup sole shoe, which I feel like most shoes nowadays don't do when they're considered a cup sole. I feel like they don't take impact more than a vulcanized shoe, which is insane to me. And then on top of that, this shoe is just a really cool looking shoe. I believe that if you guys like DC as a company and you want a slimmer shoe with a little bit more board feel at the toe but a lot more protection at the heel, the Metric is definitely your shoe. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Let me know if there's a specific shoe that you guys are looking for some info on, whether I've skated it before or not. I could probably give you a little bit of extra knowledge on it. Outside of that, if you guys are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day. Peace out. Go skate.
Don't waste your time away. Everybody's living like the clock don't change. Being comfortable equivalent to the same old thing. I'll be damned if I am living like there's not a better day. It's my time to go and get it. Fuck what anybody say.
One other thing I will mention about this shoe that did disappoint me, and it's just a quality of life feature, is that this sole is supposed to be a clear blue. This is just more of a clear black. So I feel a little had for my $95. Is this shoe worth $95 still? Yes, but I do say that for this shoe to advertise a clear blue sole, I'm a little disappointed with a clear black sole.